I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is July 3rd, Thursday, 2025. Hope you had a good day and a good week. So I'm trying to tell y'all, we smooth with this. So I said that if it doesn't take out this high, we'd have some options of coming back down first. But we just kept coming up. That was obvious. And for, again, all-time highs. And then some type of structure of higher high, higher low, pushing up. And that's what we pretty much got. So where am I at here? All right, so you can see that we pretty much speakered here, and then higher high, higher low. Did not take out these lows. That was important because of the fact that it wasn't going to take out these lows. It has an objective of coming up. This is a dangle carrot, squeezing everybody out. Can be used for later as a sell model, but this is creating maybe a sell model in the beginning. In futures time, right? But you can see here that we're pushing right through. Fire trades today, done early. Thank God, because I wanted to chill and smoke. So real quick, the simple levels, we had the all-time high here. We had that high that we discussed. All right, so that's in the lighter green on the lower high. And then the all-time high originally is this now green line, which is there. And then I have another green line. So that's it. It's only 3 lines there. And then the highest high, obviously, that we made when we rated originally on Monday, right? Which was the all-time high, right? So those are the 3 levels. Now you'll see how fire this is, and you'll see. I'm gonna just jump right into it, bro. Just to show. You had the NFP today. I think maybe I made a mistake and said it was going to be Friday, but in general, they ended up doing it today because obviously it's 4th of July holiday for us. But we had an easy push up. I mean, I was watching price. I'm ready at 8:30. I'm like, dude, this is gonna shoot the hell up, obviously. But are they gonna wick or not? That's the thing that you don't know. So, and look at bouncing on top of the daily opening gap today. I also have, before we get into it, I have this also measured. You can see the 2 15-minute bodies here on the bottom left, and then the 2 to 2.5 and 3.5 to 4. And I'm not sure if I don't think I did that yesterday. Obviously I didn't. But this would explain here, and then obviously here. So I'm using this as a reference of I want to get up here, right? And then to refine, also we have these 3 down candles here. Well, actually 4. I did the whole range. I'm sorry. So from this high to this lower high to this lower low here. This right here, you can see it 1 and 1.5, 2 to 2.5. It's going to explain everything of what I was doing today, right? And then you also have this 1 standard deviation here and 2 standard deviation here from the Asia range. All right. So now that we've said all that, and we're again simple all-time highs, and you take a look here. Look at the body started coming down here, right? Stops. This boner candle retraces, doesn't break the low, pushes up again. When it did that, I was like, yo, this thing's gonna buy. It came right back into these 2 down candles. Sure enough, bro, and easy buy. This is also the midnight level. They are referencing that. So this is very key right there. But I said, no, I'm not gonna fuck around and find out. So let it push up. Boom, came right to that all-time high, which is on the top green here, right? Oh, I'm sorry. That was the high of that was also the high of July. That was Monday. So that's also a key level there. Anyways, but who cares? It's really the all-time high, doesn't matter. But right when it smacked this level, I was like, bro, take this sell. This is easy. 3 drives. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And I was like, nah, it ain't that easy. But I was like, just in case it wants to keep rolling through, left it alone. All right, it retraced back. Where'd it go? All right, bro. Very simple. We have a imbalance, and then we have a breakout level. Talk about this all the time, right? X marks the spot here. And sure enough, I sniped that. Beautiful. I mean, just fucking beautiful. And everyone's making this very difficult on the internet. And it's like, I'm trading very simple structure as well, right? And then as you see, the price gets this push up and this last down candle and balance right there. Miniature inversion, I won't even go into that, but boom, tags it right there, pushes up. When you get 2 down candles, write this for your notes. When you get 2 down candles, when it comes above and comes back in, it becomes a propulsion. That's what they call it, right? Propulsion block or some shit. And basically, it's just digging in for the second time, and then you end up seeing wicks here. So, okay, cool. You know, strength, and we get another push up. All right, we get a push up here. We have this imbalance here with these down candles, and it's a breakout spot. You have also this little miniature imbalance, gap. See the volume imbalance right there. See that in the purple? Notice how the bodies are sitting there. I'm expecting this while it was happening. I was hoping it wasn't going to go under and then start doing this. Then I was going to be kind of screwed. But sure enough, it saved the day. And also, obviously, the imbalance. Here, I highlighted this because I wanted to see what it was going to do. And it turned into an inversion for a moment and reversed. That was when my first sign of trouble was like, uh-oh, it's not going to keep going. But I was like, this is the last line of defense, generally speaking, right? Write that for your notes as well, right? So where's your invalidation point? Where's your last line of defenses, right? And then obviously it's starting to push up. Boom, 930. What does 930 do, dude? And you think it's overbought? I'm not even looking at that, right? You know what I mean? Look at it. We have the projections here. Remember, I have the projections here for the 101.5. So we've already tagged it right here. In the 101.5, you can't see it. It's right here, okay? The 101.5 is right there. So if this is working out, first of all, we got structure, but number one. Number two, we get into there and we retrace. So if I'm up here, what the price is doing here, what do you think it's going to do? You think it's going to come right back down? That's not realistic at all. We're bullish as fuck. So we understand that the next objective is the 2 to 2.5. Right? Logical. What does 930 do? Just shoots straight up. Just gorgeous. So shoot straight up here. I'm squeezing it out. This was my target and really all I wanted for the day. I was just like, great. All right, so what do we do next? Yo, I'm a beast, yo. I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I'm following what I'm supposed to do, right? And really, it's a buy, sell, buy. I'm looking at it like just simple flow. That's why I gave you the example in the YouTube video last night of what I'm looking for. So, and I'm following that. So, you know, and then sure enough, the price shoots up right here. Obviously, this is massive, right? So not even fair, right? So what do I expect to do here? Well, they start to play around here and I'm like, this thing's going to sell. This thing's going to sell and come right back into this area. Sure enough, that's what it does. Sell it off. Come right down. I'm squeezing it out. Ends up hitting the 930. And what's this level? The green one. That's the now all-time high that we already just busted through. You don't think they're going to come back as a breakout area? That's the same logic here. Right? It's very simple price action. And I am very grateful that they were making it very smooth. You know, because, I mean, they could have, you know, been more violent, but, I mean, they kept it so easy. So why this is easy is because I'm following a plan. And I'm not trying to sell everything. I'm buying. This, I understood what was happening here. I was like, well, you know, let me take that shot here and come right back down. Sure enough, that's what I do. Now, what do we have up here? We have remaining 3.5 to 4 there. We have the 3.5 to 4 here, right? And then above there, right? And then what do? We take that buy to there. So look what happens. It comes down in and it tags the 930. Very specific, right? Is that even marked on your chart? Do you know where the 930 is? I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying, but if you don't, then you're sleeping. And you're like, well, what about this opening range gap? Dude, remember this? We're already above these green lines. Okay, let's look here. Where was I? Oh, yeah, this one, I'm not even having it in my chart, in my view. I'm not even needing to see it. We're up here now. So you're next dealing with this level and that level. I'm not worried about this level coming back. And you would say, well, 50% opening range gap, the level, midnight. We've already worked this area in general here. And we're trying to push up to break out for an all-time highs. So you're not we've already done that damage all in this shit. See that? So point is, this is a break and retest. You know, very simple. And then this is the previous day's high right here, by the way, bottom left here. See that? So we've already done that. We've came above it, came underneath it, and then we bounced already above it, which is obviously going to be, you know, this area down here on the 1 minute. See that? We were working that. So sure enough, it's gone. You're expecting for an expansion. Okay, so this is pretty much like a consolidation and expansion. But anyways, we tagged the 930, beautiful. I hit that bitch. My entry is on that high candle, right? On that all-time high right there. You see that? It's on it. So that's very specific. So I expect a reaction here when it's tagging in, right? And anyways, we got this imbalance here. And notice for your notes, you're like, well, it sealed it. Yeah, it sealed it. And it did not break it either. That's the low of the imbalance candle right there. Did we break it? Did we come underneath? Did we even tag it? Nope. Even more signs of it working. You can't make this up. Here's your bullish imbalance right here. We pop above it. I didn't even draw it, but there's an imbalance right there with the gap. See this candle here? So that gap and this level, there's an imbalance there. Comes up and tags in it. But what's more important? That 50%. You see that? Well, there's an inversion here too. But the point is that look how the reaction, the 50% of that wick is literally a 50% of the bullish imbalance. So it's like, it's laying on it. So it's just super strength. This is signifying strength in working. Pushes back up, retraces back, miniature imbalance in here. I'm not even going to draw it. No need. All right, overkill. Boom, pushes up. We got another imbalance right here. Comes above it, makes a high, tags. Very bullish. Now we're pushing up and squeezing, baby. Where are we going? We're going to this next projected area that I want. Why is this? Because look to your left here, 3.5 to 4 is where I'm trying to squeeze in here. Obviously here, we're above it now. But 3.5 to 4 is what I'm trying to lean into. And then I just did the projection from this swing down, right? Look at the consecutive candles. This is a language. Okay, so I just do the bodies here. Where's 1 and 1.5? Boom. And I'm going right for it, baby. And then obviously we go up a little bit higher. And then you can see the 2 to 2.5 up here and the 3.5 to 4. Look what time it is, 10:01. That's a 4-hour candle pushing up. I don't need to fuck around and find out. My day is done. I'm going to go and enjoy my smoke. Very simple. So this is just fire. And then this is also a big figure level, 23,000. And we're pushing to that, right? Just beautiful, man. So, obviously you can't make this up, man, when you're saying it the day before, right? So, we're going to go into real quick the rest of the day and you'll see that it comes to the 2 to 2.5. And then watch this. This comes a little speaker here. So watch this. This down candle right here, right? This 1003. See how it pushes down on the 1003? It's just kind of a retracement in that 1 and 1.5. Then it shoots up to the 2 to 2.5. Now, this candle never gets broken. This becomes a like a consolidation and then can be a continuation. For example, that last down candle is holding this price here. So they also make it a little speaker where they create this support here and liquidity, and then they rate it up a couple drives, right? Couple drives. After that, 1, 2, 3 there. Retraces deep for this. Not deep, but just for that, right? And stays in there. And then our market closed today early. I'm not sure what time. I think it's going to open up at 6 again. And then I don't know if it's going to be even open tomorrow at 9:30. So maybe there's electrical hours. I'm not trading. It's a wrap for the week. But yeah, that's just explaining that. But yeah, man, when I took this buy and it pushed it through, you got to hold these trays. You know what I mean? You got to trail your stop. Even this here, getting out right there at that high is too myopic. It's not even fair for yourself. Like if you took this buy here after 9:30, let's just say anywhere here, right? And then you broke this high. I mean, you should still hold on to this. Even though it's a target, you can take partials, that's fine. But in my opinion, on a scenario in a scenario like this with a historical all-time high, and it's very common to push up through. I mean, I was giving you the play-by-play on the higher time frame, even in the continuous contract. I was like, we're pushing right through, and they'll dangle this. They didn't even need to dangle. They already came in as an imbalance, right? You can see I'm not going to draw it. But you're expecting an expansion higher. And I told you about this right here in 2 videos ago of it being kind of the next projection. Watch that for the higher time frame analysis. Just fire, bro. I'm gonna be done here. So you're gonna see some more fire. Let's see what else. Fuck dollar, but nice response. Slowly back up. We had a divergence here. This was also signifying the buy for me. We had lower lows here. See that? See that? And then you have the higher low with Dow. So when I come to the market, I see this, and this is also giving me the help of where I'm going, right? They've already rated liquidity here. So very simple structure up. Again, I'm going to say this. It does not get easier than this. I'm letting you know it does not get easier than this. This is very, very, it's a gift. It really is. I mean, you got to appreciate these things. Also in the 5 minute, I forgot to say something too, but let me just go forward. All right, more push up higher with Dow. We talked about that. Squeezing up higher, very logical. And just still pushing up. I mean, don't even need to. We already were in that imbalance here, so boom, and just so easy to get. And another thing I want to mention: why is it so easy Why was it so easy to buy that non-farm payroll? Why do you think it's so? Why did you think they made it this easy here? Go ahead, take a guess. All right, and then ES all-time high, just push up straight. Very obvious. I mean, we've been talking about it. So I've seen too many of these to not like take advantage of it and not try to talk myself out of an easy idea. Look at this. So why do you think they made this so easy? Huh? The reason why they made this so easy, especially these last 2 days, but even today with that 9:30 push, I'm sorry, 8:30 right here, is because people are scared shitless to buy up here. They got to make it easy. They got to get somebody in here to get up. When they get up here, they need to get people in here, obviously, right? So that's the psychology. Someone, I don't give a fuck. You got a PhD and you say I'm wrong, or you're from Harvard, or you're a mathematician, and you say I'm wrong, and you have another reason why. Okay, I don't care. I've seen this market long enough to know why would they make that so easy. I mean, I could have bought this and I was like, yo, no, I'm not going to, we don't do that. We don't need to gamble. So when the push moves up, we didn't miss nothing. This bitch came all the way back. X marks the spot, bro. So that right here, I hope this is a good lesson to understand, right? And then what else? I feel like I'm missing some. Obviously, NVIDIA with the push up again. Majors were pushing up. Let me look down here real quick. Some of the majors, yeah, wow, Microsoft really pushed up. I was gone from the market all day today, so I'm just coming back. I didn't even check any of this. And then Google's a little bit up, Planetar a little bit up, Apple up, Tesla kind of not really going anywhere, and Amazon, a little up. So, and then obviously NVIDIA up. So yeah, I mean, again, this was just beautiful, man. And again, don't talk yourself out of shit. Don't sit here and just because you think you missed a move, it's better to sell from here. No. Because in the beginning of my trade, I used to try to sell this type of shit. Yeah, I did sell this. But I would be trying to sell this and to come and to sell. I wanted to sink to hell. I got the top. No. If I'm counter trending here, get the hell out and buy it. And that's why you see me. So I'm also looking at this as, just look at the flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Buy, sell, buy day. Classic birdie day. Right? Buy day. So I'm buying move. So we'll start again. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm doing. That's all I was doing. And I have these levels here, but it sounds silly, but to keep it that simple is that simple. So over the years, I've learned to just keep things simple, not complicate it too much. And then let's look at the 5 minute here. This is also in that 5 minute. We also look at that. Perfect. All right. Boom. Also a 5-minute imbalance, just a breakout area. And then you can see how they tap inside there before they rush up. Falling short of that 3.5 to 4, yeah. No big deal. Doesn't matter. I'm not, again, not solely married. They're just kind of like guidelines a little bit to see where we're gonna go, right? You don't need to be perfect there, but at the same time, just beautiful. Just beautiful. So now I think I've said enough, right? And as far as where we go from here, let me look at the seasonal data, and I mean, man, it's just straight up. So, man, I mean, it's straight up. It looks like a little pullback. Let me just draw it. Looks like a little pullback and then shooting straight the hell up. So there's nothing else I can really draw. So whatever we do here, we gap down, we gap up. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, let's just say they do this. I don't even think they're gonna come down here, to be honest with you. But that's it, bro. That's it. There's your Harvard analysis right there. I'm gonna delete this. It's not necessary. Not necessary. And getting to the 4 standard deviation up here. Look at that. To the tick. Beautiful. Look at this. See this? That's perfect. Boom. Bro, you can't make that up. You can't make that up. Obviously, this is an algorithm. So, not buyers and sellers. Okay, 21 minutes. I like it. I think I've already done my projection. Obviously, with a grain of salt, either does it want to come in here or back to here and then shoot up, but or it might even just gap up. You know what I mean? But let me look at the weekly. So again, we still have trading, I think, right? But yeah, I think they're gonna. I think the Monday's low is just gonna be like this and just pop up. So. You guys take care. Have a good weekend and a good holiday. God bless.